Hello everybody, welcome to Project Beauty, where we talk about project planning and everything beauty related. My name is Jen. So today we are going to do the beauty rehab. So this includes skincare, hair care, body care, makeup, all the things that covers in beauty. So this is an in and out rehab progress. So anything that goes out gives me points for products to come in, and everything is basically a one in, one out situation. So full size, deluxe size samples and mini sizes all count as 1 point, just to keep it super simple and super easy. And foil packets, I need to use 5 to equal 1 point, and little perfume samples, I need to have 3 completed to equal 1 point. As I said in the first update, I will potentially change this down the road. I want to see how the first couple months go and see if there's anything that I need to adjust in case it's just too easy for me or not good enough. I need to make sure that I'm making this a successful project for myself, and a successful rehab for myself. I'm getting a little bit jumbled because there's a lot of stuff in front of me right now, and I'm very excited for this month, and I really want to talk to you guys about that. So the first thing I'm going to do is share with you all of my empties. I will be just putting them on the bed here. Actually, I should probably move this because this is my kid's blanket. So I'll just put them on the blanket here, and like as I go, so you'll probably see a pile building behind me. So disregard that. But this month it was very successful, and I'll explain in a little while, but let's go over the perfume samples first. So these are all empties we're going to talk about right away. So I have 2 perfume sample empties. The first one is Fame from Paco Rabanne. This is so beautiful. It has juicy mango, bright jasmine, and creamy incense. This is what the full size bottle looks like. This is definitely in my to buy wish list for the future. It's absolutely beautiful. I really love, it's sort of like a soft flowery scent, and it's very beautiful. So I will most definitely be purchasing that as a full size. And then the next thing we have is for Floral Street, and the shade, or the scent, not shade, but scent, is Wonderland Peony. Actually, Valerie from VMRT on Instagram was wearing this a while ago, like last year sometime, and I wanted to try the sample. So I actually had it because she talks so highly of it, and I trust her judgment. So I found the sample and I tried it and immediately fell in love that I went at the end of the year last year and got, I think it was like a 50 ml, and like a travel size came as a set as a holiday kit at the end of 2022. So this one I still had some in the sample when I was using it in the project, but I ended up finishing it. So this one is now completed, which is so great. So I have 2 perfume samples. So that means I don't get any points, but those 2 points will carry forward, like 2 out of 3 will carry forward for the next, so for March makeup rehab or beauty rehab. Now we're going to talk about the foil packets. These are mostly from Turn & Burn. Sometimes I grab a few just on my own to try things, but most of these are because of Turn & Burn. So the first couple that I have here, the first one is the Belief Aqua Bomb Brightening Vitamin C Moisturizer. This was pretty good. As you can see, I tally what the full size is divided by the mils or ounces, whatever amount. If it gives you a certain thing on here, either ounces, grams, or mils, I divide it by that on the page I'm finding it on, say Sephora or Shoppers Drug Mart or wherever I'm finding it. Sorry, I can't talk right now. And then it gives me what this sample is worth. So I tally that for every single sample that I have. So this one's okay. I wouldn't buy this honestly because I have a lot of other moisturizers that I like better. This is the NARS Orgasm Blush. This was a really incredible, honestly, I don't know what this is actually worth. I only said 30 cents because it's like the tiniest little amount, and there's no grams or weight on here, so I just put 30 cents. I actually think that it's probably worth more, but it's fine, whatever. Usually I don't even give myself a value when I can't find the grams on there. This one is, oh, and also this is not my favorite shade. I have so many blushes of this shade. Orgasm X, however, is really nice, and I would like to get a full size eventually. This one is the Herbivore Blue Tansy Resurfacing Clarity Mask, and this one was okay, I believe. I can't remember what I thought of it honestly now because it's only 1 sample for 1 trial. And I can't remember what I thought of it. I think it was okay, but I can't remember. The next item I have is the Summer Friday Vanilla Lip Balm, and I do have this in my wish list to buy for the future. So clearly these little samples are working. And of course, all the values, like I said, are on each sample. And then this is the Lancome Regenery HCF Triple Serum. And you basically fold it like this and you squeeze everything out together. So this was one use, and this is a very, very expensive product. I would not repurchase this based solely on the fact that this was barely a full use, and it did not give me a good enough judgment whether I would like it or not, and it's extremely expensive. Like, too bougie for me. Let's just put it that way. The next is for Derma E Advanced Peptides and Collagen Moisturizer and Collagen Serum. So there's like 2 in 1. So I count the tallies, like the value for both of these, but these only count as one foil packet because they came together. So those ones, I can't remember. They were okay. But I mean, like I said, I have other things I think I like better. And then this is the Cora Active Algae Lightweight Moisturizer. Again, I have other ones that I like better. I actually like the turmeric moisturizer better than this one. And I have a few makeup items, which is the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Foundation. This is not on Sephora anymore, so I had to find an old price and use that. And I only used the first 2 packets, so I had to divide it by, so on the back it gives you the total of each, so 5 times 0.5 mils. So I just found it's $1.06 per like blob. And then I multiplied it by 2 to give me, so just so you guys have an idea of what I do to get the totals. But I only use the 2. This one is actually seeping out around the sides. I actually think this would be a very nice shade for me, but it was, I'll show you, it's just seeping out. You can probably see in my turn and burn anyway, but look at that. I would not want to use that because it doesn't look like it was sealed properly. So I'm just kind of like, I'm probably being a little ridiculous honestly about it, but whatever. I have so much foundation, it's fine. So that one is counted. And again, if I have like multiples, like these 2 I tried, this still just counts as one foil packet. This is the Pat McGrath Labs Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Concealer, and I just used the 2, so I calculated for that. And the last thing I have is the Urban Decay 24-Hour Hydration. It's a Hydromaniac Tinted Glow Hydrator. It's basically a tinted moisturizer. So I used these 3 colors here. There's still more, but I'm done with this sample because I actually own this, so I'm done with that. So this is 10 items right here, 10 foil packets. So this gives me 2 points to bring into my collection or to my beauty bank. So very, very happy about that. And then we're going to talk about, let's do the full-size things, like the bigger full-size things. So all of this and the minis and the deluxe size samples are all going to count as 1 point each. So I'm just going to go in and show you everything, and then I'll tell you about the points after. So this one right here is a Vino. Actually, you know what? I miscounted by 2 points, and I'll explain in a second. I just need to grab a pen and adjust that. So I actually have 2 more points than I counted, I just realized. So let's make that adjustment real fast. So this should be, okay, that's better. All right. Sorry about that, you guys. So this is the Aveeno Daily Moisturizer Lotion. This was like basically full when I put it in the 50 Shades of Green project pan. It was up to here. And then I used this for my hands. And then once I was done the body lotion in the shower, I put this in the shower, like in the bathroom. And then I used this all for my body to complete it by the end of the project. But when I used it for my body, I actually put this Smashbox Trio highlighter pack in there, and this is where my error came. As soon as I looked at it, I realized what I did. So for the beauty bank, each individual pan will count as a point out if I complete a pan. However, coming in, if I were to buy this would be 1 point. And I know that's a little wonky, but it makes sense to me because it's much harder to use up face products. And I also still want to make it easy enough for myself to bring in. Also, I do want to mention, because I didn't mention this in the beginning, that I am doing this with Kim from Teacher Loves Beauty. She's also doing a very similar beauty bank to myself. Her and I decided to pull this in together. And Deb and Danny, so Deb B here on YouTube and Danny from Danny's Makeup on YouTube are also doing a beauty bank. So go ahead and check them out. I think Shelly's also doing one from Unapologetically Shelly, and then Andrea from Pretty as a Peacock is like low-key doing her own like behind the scenes. So go ahead and cheer everybody on in their comments. I think they would really appreciate that. But Kim and I, we have like the most similar beauty rehab because we kind of discussed what we wanted to do, because I think our mindset was similar. Deb and Danny's were similar, and then, you know, all that stuff. So these will be 3 points, and I actually only counted 1 point for myself for this. So that's where those extra 2 points are coming from these two pans. So yeah, these were completed together because I put all of these highlighters into this. So all of these are now done. So that's another 4 points. I have the Murad, no, that's not right. That is not right. I just used that actually. The Chi Color Illuminate Platinum Blonde Purple Conditioner. And this is really, really nice stuff, but I don't know. I like purple shampoo better. So yeah, but that was all right. And I got that from Marshall's. And then this is the Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. Love this. I don't know if you guys want me to open every single thing, but I mean, you guys know they're empty. Like, it's an empty, so there's not going to be any product in these things. This is the Clairol Root Touch-Up. I don't mind this, but I prefer the L'Oreal version. I actually love L'Oreal products. They have a lot of really great items. And the hair, like, to spray the roots is phenomenal. Like, bar none compared to any. This would be a close second, but there's not another one that I've found that even comes close to these two. And this one's like quite a bit away from L'Oreal, because L'Oreal is like so good. So that one is empty. Then I have the Clinique Take the Day Off Makeup Remover Liquid. And this is, of course, completed. This was in a project as well, as you can see. And I also have Scruples Hyper Shine Repair. This is the spray that I like to put in my hair to sort of give it a little bit of softness and almost like an oily texture. It's a shine spray, so it's going to give you a little bit of the glossy effect, which adds a tiny bit of like oil to your hair, I think. I'm not sure if oil is in here, but that's what it feels like to me. It feels like almost like a soft, like glossy, satiny feeling to the hair. But anyhow, this was really nice, and I would like to repurchase this. You can see that I don't use it that much, but at the end, I wasn't using any other leave-in conditioner with this, where for the other areas in the projects, I was using like 3 other leave-in conditioners alongside this one. And for the last month, I didn't use any other ones. I only used this because I wanted to get this out. So that one is completely empty. I also have the IGK First Class Charcoal Detox Dry Shampoo. Love this. I have this in my wish list to get in the future. I believe this was gifted to me from Jaylon. I believe, I want to say it was Jaylon. If not, it was Valerie, but I think it was Jaylon. Really love this. I would definitely buy that. I also have, oh, I got a hair there. The MAC Face and Body Foundation. I enjoy this so much, and I would really like to repurchase this in the future. But right now, I'm going to hold off because there's a few other things that I want to test out and see how they do. But this is completely empty, and I could not be happier. You can see there's a total empty window right there. Love it so much, and that will go into my back to MAC once I'm done this video. Now for these empties, we have lots. Like I said, this was a huge month for me. Even though it was a short month, it was an incredibly successful month. We have the L'Oreal Paris Magic Skin Beautifier BB Cream. I cannot believe I have another like foundation-y type item out. It feels so good. It makes me so happy. I have 2 already foundations out of my collection this year, and it's only February. I finished the MAC one just at the beginning of February, and I finished this one probably toward like the last, like the 3rd week of February. But I have been mixing this with every single pretty much use that I've done on my face, or even if I didn't want to wear foundation, I would just squirt a tiny bit of this in with my moisturizer and just call it a day to give me like the most subtle application possible. But it worked and I got it out, and you can see there is like next to nothing left in here. Oops. And then we have the Ulla Henriksen Fat Glow Facial. That one was okay. Tula Skincare, the Cult Classic Purifying Cleanser. You guys know I already used one of these up. I think I don't have any more of these left. Also, Milani Make It Last Setting Spray. This was a smaller one, I think. Don't think it was a full size. This is the Boysan Squalene and Omega Repair Cream. Again, I don't really know if you guys need to see the insides. This is the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. I finally finished this one. Thank goodness. I also have the Mary Kay Satin Lips Lip Mask. I actually want to buy another one of those. The Shiseido Urban Environment Oil-Free UV Protector. So this is SPF basically. Very bougie and expensive SPF. As far as I'm concerned, that's bougie for me. Then we also have the Good Genes Lactic Acid Treatment from Sunday Riley. We have Living Proof Triple Bond Complex Hair Straightener. I have a Clinique Intense Ebony Quick Liner for Eyes. This is just a nice retractable liner. And lip pencil from NYX. My razor that I finally completed after like almost a year of using it. And tweezers that are no longer usable. These are just broken. It sucks because these ones used to be my mom's when I was little, and they've broken at the end here. So literally they would just break right off, and I'm so sad. I'm devastated because those are my favorite ones ever. And then I have another lip pencil from NYX. I have, why is this in here? This is not supposed to be in here. I just used my makeup and I like put it beside as I was done after I counted everything. Then I did my makeup and I forgot to put everything away. I'll probably find something else. This is the Ski Facial Essence. Love those. This is the Mugler Angel Nova perfume. I have a Seche Vite Dry Fast Top Coat. I have two of these. This is the Tatcha Vitamin C Brightening Serum. My throat is getting dry real fast. Also, Mary Kay Satin Lips Lip Balm. I have the Dionys Goat Milk Hand Cream with Hemp. This is very nice. I have two of these active native deodorant in Ginger Mule. Two of those. I have the MAC and Toledo lipstick in the shade Victoriana. This is finally done. That's where it would be. And so that will be a back to MAC. And then I have the Urban Decay All Nighter Face Primer. This is lovely. I will definitely be buying that in full size. Ulla Henriksen Banana Bright Vitamin C Serum. Caudalie Instant Firming Serum. I'm sorry, there's a few names at the bottom, but this is the Instant Firming Serum. That was very, very lovely, but very expensive. This is the Vichy Mineral 89. This is actually really nice as well. And I'm considering getting a full size of that. And I believe last but not least, we have the La Roche-Posay Extra Dry Skin. This is called Triple Repair Moisturizing Cream. I had to cut it open because I wanted to get every last morsel because it was lovely. Just absolutely lovely. I adored it so much. So I'm just going to quickly drop everything back into this bag and then we'll talk points. So as you guys know, I had two perfumes. Those will be going to next month's carryover. For foils, I had 10, which means the one from February, I have 11 because one carried forward from January into February. So that means I would have 11. So that one will get moved forward to March. And I have 2 points because 2 sets of 5 rolling out for foil packets. So that's great. For my full size, mini size, and deluxe size samples, I had 39 items used up. So that equivalent to 43 total points in. That is so exciting. Plus I have carryovers to next month. So for the value, this is the biggest month I have ever had in my whole panning journey. Well, since I started counting monetary monthly goals. And it's the shortest month of the year, so I am so excited to see what I can do in the next coming months. Okay, so for February, I have completed $804.19 worth of product. And that is Canadian dollars, so don't get too excited. But $804.19. Trust me, if you did the exchange rate and you're in the US or somewhere else, it would be a little lower. But because this is Canadian prices, I am super thankful. This is the biggest month I have ever had, and I'm very proud of myself. So I'm not knocking myself at all. I'm very proud of myself. I pushed really, really hard, and I wore makeup so often, even though there was crappy days and days I didn't want to wear any makeup because it was so cold out and it gets all over my winter jacket. So I just do it when I get home or when I can. Anyhow, my running total now for the year, actually, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to give you guys the running total. I'm just going to tell you each month. And then at the end of the year, I'll just give you how much I used up in the entire year. I feel like that might be fun instead of giving you a running total. Let me know in the comments what you want. Do you want to know what I used up every single month, or do you want me to just give you at the end of the year what total I used? So let me know down below in the comments. That would be so great. Also, leave a thumbs up emoji because I feel so good right now. And I could use some, positive reinforcement. So leave a thumbs up emoji. So for points that are, it says points out. So that means that they're positive. It's basically backwards like accounting. But anyway, this is stuff that's going out of my collection, which means it's a positive point for me. So from last month, I had 41 points after everything switched over, the 25 from the beginning, the points that I brought in, etc., etc. So 41 last month, and I had 43 this month. So that is so exciting. And then that means it works out to 84 points total. That's what I'm sitting at before I count anything that is coming in. So I'm going to move all of this stuff over. I'm really, really excited about all the stuff that I've used up, $804.19, and I had 43 points into my beauty bank. So let's go ahead and talk about the stuff that's coming in. There's quite a few free things because there's stuff that I bought before the end of 2022, and some things were free with like a card. I'll explain when I get there, but let's talk about the really, really, really fun stuff first. We're going to talk eyeshadows. You guys have probably seen these eyeshadows if you watched my Eyes Project Pan video. I believe that was put up, will be put up on the 4th. I'm just thinking ahead here. So the first one I have is the Belle Beauty Bar Strange and Unusual eyeshadow palette. And this one looks like this. This is a freebie. This one was purchased in October of 2022, and it just took a little while to get to me. I knew it was going to take long because it was a pre-order, but it's gorgeous, and I'm so glad that I have it. The next one is for Ensley Rain and Brittany Huffman collab, and this is called Midwinter's Dream. And it's absolutely stunning. I've already used this. There is a reel on my Instagram, so go ahead and check that out. It's so beautiful. I'll be doing a lot more with this palette for sure in the coming months. It's the most gorgeous color story. And I like how many shades you get. It's just stunning. That one is also 0 points because I bought this one in 2022, just at the end of the year. So that's so exciting. Now, all of these will count 1 point. The first one is the Inspired palette from Adept Cosmetics, and this was inspired by the show Arrow, I believe, which I haven't seen yet. And this is what it looks like. I don't know if you can, yeah, you can see shifts so easily there. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to use this. I'm so excited. And then the next one is the Amunet palette right here. I love this. This is so bougie. This is a me palette right here. I do have this on my eyes today. It's very subtle. I just wanted the lightest wash. I did actually add a tiny bit more, but I hope you can see. I have a couple of different shades, some on the inner corner. I think you have two shades on the inner corner and one on the middle and one on the end, and then buffed out into the crease. So this is what the palette looks like. So I have this on the outer corner. I have this on the middle of my lid. I have this one right here on the inner portion of my lid, topped with this one. And I have this buffed out. No. Yeah. This one buffed out in the crease. So just really beautiful. And it can look very soft and subtle with still being indie. I love it. And then we have the Heather Austin palette. Some of them still have this stuff on it. I should just take this off. Okay, Ruth, if you're watching, satisfying for you. I know how you love it. And for me, I'm like, I want to keep them on forever to keep them all safe and looking bougie and new. So this is the Heather Austin eyeshadow palette. And this is so stunning. Absolutely gorgeous. Cannot wait to get my grubby little fingers in that and start using it. And then, so each of those is a point. That's 1, 2, no, sorry, not the first two. So 1, 2, 3 for the Adept Cosmetics one. And then I have some singles that I brought in from Shine by SD, which are the ones that are on the bottom row here. It's actually supposed to be like this. So these are the ones that I just bought. So all of these will count as one because I'm just buying them as like a palette. So this will be 1 point. I will do a few little swatches here for you guys. Why not, right? I would like to see them myself. This one is very, oh, there we go. I'm like, that one's very subtle. Okay, so there are the shadows there. This one right here went on very, very light. I think that's Fogbow, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, but it looks so deep when you're seeing swatches on other people's channels. I think it might be on top of other stuff. It might show a better shift. It does look like a green / purple or pink kind of shift, like a mid-tone purple to pink. And then there's like gold reflex throughout it, but it's very subtle. But those are, let me see if this will help. Maybe a little. But anyhow, it's not like bam, you know what I mean? I'm sure they would look like that on the eyes. It just, in the little swatches, it doesn't look like too much. These also came with the other orders from, so this one was from the Bella Butte Bar, and this one is in the shade Sundew, and these are just like diamond dust kind of things. So the pigments. And then this one is from Ensley Rain. This is in the shade Ice Crystal. It's a multi-chrome moon dust. And I think I opened this one, so I can swatch this one for you guys. Again, these ones were all purchased at the end of 2022. That's absolutely freaking stunning. Let me see if I can. Yeah, so beautiful. So that one, again, 0. And this one as well is 0 points because this was a free sample in my, is this open? Oh no, it's not open. But you can see they're just like glitter, whatever particles. I'm not even sure if I'm going to open it. It's actually sealed. So I don't know if I'm going to hang on to it or if I'm going to put this in my future giveaway. So let me know in the comments if you would be interested in this being in the giveaway because I have not opened this. It's got the seal on it right here. So it's never been opened. So let me know. Now let's go ahead and talk about some other stuff that I brought in. There's one other one from Bella Butte Bar as well, which is like a green kind of pigment, multi-chrome kind of pigment called Cobra Lily. And I think these are the same topper. Yeah, they must be made at the same manufacturer as Ensley Rain. I'm going to actually swatch this one. Come on now. Oh, wow. That is gorgeous. Oh, it's so beautiful. I only put the littlest amount, but you can see it's got the nice green. That would be beautiful topped over this one and this one. Oh, okay. So those ones are going to be going into inventory, and let's talk about these. With Shine by SD, I also grabbed one of their nail polishes that are being discontinued. It's kind of similar to what I have on my nails, but not really. Just this shift kind of matches. But I wanted this because it's a nice deep green, like mint color. And that's sort of what I thought this was going to be, but this is incredibly light. It almost looks silver when you look at it. But then when I put my fingers at an angle, that's the color that I was actually looking for. So I'm very happy to have this. So that will be 1 point. This is also 1 point. It is an Expressi Expressi quick dry nail color. It's just a purple color, and it's in the shade IPL 240. Anyway, I needed a purple for, I have another shade that goes on top of other colors, and I needed a purple for underneath it. So I also have this Quo Cheek and Lip Multi-Stick in the shade Warmth. So just a neutral nude kind of shade. And that would be a point. Also, I have the Quo Liquid Foundation. It's an 8-hour wear foundation, and this is in the shade, does it have a shade name? I think it's Fair, but I don't see it. Oh, Ivory C2. It's like the tiniest writing, but I think that'll go really well with my skin shade, I think. I'm pretty yellow. Can't really tell right now, but I'm pretty yellow. I can't remember if I counted this in last month's haul, so I'm counting it now. If I did, oh well. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Glow Concealer in the shade Fair to Light. And I saw Tara from Tara Babies haul this, and she swatched this, and it looked so yellow and like vibrant that I was like, I need this. So I did order that. However, I used points, so it should not actually count as a point, but I'm going to take a point away anyway. It's fine. It is what it is, whatever. But I did use points against, like, to purchase that one. Then from Shoppers Drug Mart, I used points. So this one doesn't count. Okay, this one doesn't count, so that's an extra point back. Oh my gosh, I am seriously the worst at counting my points. Sorry. Hang on a second here. All right. So this one here is not a point because I actually did get this one free with my points, and I am not going to count this one. But this is the NARS Orgasm Blush Quad, and I wanted this because it has Orgasm X in it. And I figured rather than buying the full size, I already have a mini from Valerie. So I'm just going to get this one that has all of the other orgasm shades right in it. So all of them are in here. So we have, I believe this is Swinger, Orgasm, Orgasm X, and Orgasm Rush. So yeah, that is exciting. It's not exactly the hugest palette, so I feel like I'm going to need a very small brush for this one, but that's okay. I totally forgot I used points for these. I just was counting the things that I purchased within this month, and I totally forgot that. And then I also made an order from ColourPop, and I grabbed 2 of their heart blushes. And the first one is in Woo Me, and it actually looks very similar to one that I already have. So this is what the shade looks like here. But I'll hang on to it anyhow. But yeah, it's very pretty. I wanted the neutral one, but I always like miss out on it, which is really aggravating, honestly, but it is what it is. And then I also got Cupid's Bow, which is a more like bright, light lavender shade. And it looks like this. Very, very pale. So we'll see how that looks on my skin. I'm a little concerned that it's going to be too pale, but we'll see. And the last thing I purchased, and the reason for my whole purchase, was this. I got the gel eye set. And I really wanted this so bad because it's a full pack and a kit. It counts as 1 point. That's why I think in the future I may adjust how I do things. So currently I'm keeping it as it is because I want to. But also I don't know if I'm going to use all of these shades. So the reason I did buy it was mostly for the whole bottom row and a couple of the shades up here. I could probably use those as well. But again, like I said, I'm not sure of all of these how many I'm going to use. So I'm counting this as 1 point. But this was a substantial deal. It was like 60 or 70% off. It was ridiculous. So it was like $115 Canadian regular price, and it was down to $57 Canadian. So I was like, that's like $3.80 a unit-ish. Like I'm talking ish, rough numbers here, but that's ridiculously cheap. So I couldn't pass that up. And the last thing that is also not a point, and I have the $0 here for, I exchanged a certificate. And I got the Lancome Lash Idol Lash Lifting Volumizing Mascara. My throat's really getting to me here. So this one is in the shade Glossy Black. And of course it looks like this. So I got this for free because I had a set of 5 that came with a certificate. So when you buy the set, it also comes with the gift certificate that if you want to buy one of those 5, you can get it for free using the certificate. So I chose this one. So that's everything I'm bringing in. So that works out to a total of 12 points coming out of my collection, which I'm really proud of. I know I could easily have counted each individual one of these. There's 15 here. It would not have hurt my beauty bank whatsoever. That being said, I am going to leave this how it is. I want to make sure that I leave, give myself a good buffer. I don't want to hover at 0 points every month. I also want to try and do really, really well. And if I don't want to, then I don't have to use, like, I don't have to buy something and use up my points. If I end the year with like 350 points and I only spend like 75 of those in the year, that's a win for me. Does that mean that I brought in a bunch of kits like this? Maybe, maybe. And just maybe that would work out to me actually using every single point. But my goal is to see that I have the opportunity to buy things and not to buy things. So that is the whole goal for me. I think mentally that works better for me. It actually shows me that when I buy things, I'm being more smart about what I'm purchasing. And again, this is my beauty rehab. This was what works best for me. And if I feel like it's getting too easy or whatever the situation is, that will be up to me to change that in the future. And if you guys want to do your own beauty or makeup or skincare or whatever rehab and change all of the rules to suit your needs, that's absolutely perfectly fine. I don't want to tell anyone how to do theirs, but this is what works best for me. So I hope you guys understand that. And I'm really, really happy with everything that I did this month. I had a huge successful empties month this month, and I'm so proud of myself. And I feel like the things that I brought in, with the exception of these 2, this was just so I didn't have to pay shipping, honestly. I feel like I have been very successful in not hoarding. Now, I will say that I did also buy a couple of other things that have not arrived yet, but those will be deducted in the next month or whenever I get them. So I bought the Chucky palette, or the whole Chucky collection actually, from Glamlight. And I got the, what else did I buy? I bought a couple of things from P. Louise, and I can't remember what else, honestly. And I do have gifts and things from friends, but I'm not counting all of that stuff as points or anything. So I will let you guys know once I receive all of those items. Those will all be included in my next beauty rehab. So I'm very excited about that. This was a big job this month, going through all of the counting, all the tallying, trying to make sure I figured out what was points and what wasn't. And I'm trying to keep my purchases in a drawer so that I don't touch them for the month. But of course, the eyeshadow palettes I'm using this month in my Enjoy Your Eyeshadows project pan. So I want to make sure that I touch the new things with also using other things that I've purchased in my collection as well. And I feel like I'm being really smart this year. And I think last year too. I think I was smart last year too, but this year is a whole new year and I'm really pumped about everything. So I'm glad to share this with you guys. I hope you're enjoying watching the beauty rehab at like this series, and I can't wait to show you everything that I successfully pan for the month of March. So keep a look at the beginning of April for that video. In the meantime, have a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope you guys are doing so well. Don't forget to like my channel or like the video and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye everyone.